Somebody just lost a spiritual case. A spiritual court was done and they lost. They were hopeful that they were going to win the case, but they lost it. They lost it because they were not following the rules of spiritual laws. And they were trying to be kind of sneaky by trying to make you believe, or rather make people believe that you are on their side, but you're not. You're just an observer when it comes to them. You're neither with them, neither are you against them. You're just observing. And they want to implement some beliefs and thoughts into other people, into thinking that you are collaborating with them, and yet you are not. You're just observing them. And they also are in a way trying to spiritually manipulate you by doing spells and magic. But to a certain extent, it's only working, but it's not working in the long run. Because you know who you are and you know what you want. You know what you don't want. And you don't entertain nonsense. And this is good. This is beautiful. In a way, for you, it's beautiful, but it's not for them. Because if this goes on, they will end up being in a spiritual jail. And they will lose their senses. They will lose their material. They will lose their finances. They will lose their loved ones. And it's sort of like there's a girl kid, and it's like they are trying to spiritually attach the kid to you so that you feel like you are obliged to take care of that kid. And it's not your responsibility. It's not like the kid is not good. It's just a kid. They know, they don't know yet, as they're not consciously doing anything. They're just being themselves, but still these people are using children in order to mess around with people's psychology spiritually. And in a way it's sort of working, but sometimes it's not. Or most of the time, generally, it's not working. And they try to make you feel guilty about all that which is happening, because they're projecting their own frustrations onto you, but it's not your responsibility. And it's not your fault that they are where they are. You tried your best. You tried to help them out once upon a time. You tried your best. But they didn't see this. Instead, they thought they were too intelligent enough to go behind your back and do all kinds of sneaky kind of things. And you have no idea about this at all. They even try to parade you to people who are close to them, their friends and their relatives, and trying to make people think that they were very intelligent and powerful, that they could do whatever they wanted to do. But now they realize that they don't have all that power that they thought they had, because they are under spiritual judgment right now. for what they did to you and for what they did to others as well, because they have been doing this for a long time, probably even years. And that is how they might have seemed abundant in people's eyes, because they have been siphoning from other people for a long time. And you sympathize with them. You have sympathy for them, because once upon a time you did have sympathy for them, and because this is just you. This is how God created you, to have sympathy for people. It's not like God didn't give that sympathy to them too. It's just that they chose another way to go about in their lives. If they chose what God had presented to them, they also would have sympathy. But because they didn't have sympathy towards you, now they are under spiritual judgment. And they're facing chances of having spiritual jail. They're already starting to show the symptoms. And it's not fair, especially if they have children. It's not fair to their children. And I hope their children end up being in a good position, both in this world and the afterworld. So just know that because of all that you have been guided to do, because of all where you are right now, you have come a long way, and God is still guiding you. Keep on accepting and allowing God's guidance to help you out of any kind of situation. And you will make it, both in this world and in the afterworld. There is an afterworld. Somebody is like, how sure are you is there an afterworld? There is an afterworld. Just wait and see. People realize this when they die. Like the story of Noah's son. He was resurrected by Jesus. And he had white hair because he got scared and he thought the day of judgment had come when he was resurrected. And when he died, he realized the mistake that he had done, and he wanted to come back to this world to rectify his mistakes. But he couldn't, because he was already in the next dimension, moving towards afterworld, afterlife. So I hope this helps somebody realize that they're worthy, and God has your back. God is taking care of you, and everything is working out for you just as how it's supposed to be. Things are going to be good. Things are good. Things are already good, because you already have what you need. You already have what you want. Because when you are able to think about it, it means you already have it. You already have it because that thought was put in you by God, because He had already given it to you. So all you need to do is just accept it, allow it, and accept that you deserve what you are given. So I hope this helps. Till next time, take care and God bless.